Hello, I'm a York College student and I'm in basic speech, and today I'm going to be telling you a little bit about myself and how my culture affects the way I communicate. But first, I'll be giving you a little bit of background information on my culture, and also I'll be giving you information on nonverbal communication and mass communication and how they both affect my culture. First off, I'm Hispanic. I am Hispanic, but more specifically, I'm El Salvadorian. El Salvador is a small country that is located in Central America. My Hispanic culture is definitely more of a collectivist one that revolves around family. Although my parents came here to this country by themselves, it was ultimately for the greater good of the family. My culture affects the way I communicate because it has shown me the importance of family and the importance of close relationships and the trust that comes with both. So, a lot of the times I will tend to not talk to people that I don't know or have any kind of relationship with because, so a lot of the times I will not talk to people that I don't know because they're just not as important to me. So, a lot of the times I do not really care about other people. Not that they don't matter or anything, it's just that compared to the people that I do love, they're just not as important to me. Next, I'll be talking about the importance of nonverbal communication in my culture. Nonverbal communication is a very broad term that can be applied in any culture. A lot of the times, it's a stern look or a hug that can be forms of nonverbal communication. But with my experience in my culture, nonverbal communication was more of a punishment. Yes, I know a hug and a kiss and a cheek are forms of nonverbal communication, but in my experience, whenever I would do something wrong or something I was not supposed to, my parents would give me a stern look, and that would let me know that I was doing something bad, and if I kept on doing it, I would get punished or get in trouble in some way. Whenever I talk to a different person that has a different culture, I do not really see what differs with nonverbal communication. But the most important thing when talking to anybody, especially with someone that has a different culture, is just to be respectful and kind, and that if you do offend them in any way, let them know immediately that you're sorry and that you'll do your best to not let it happen again. Finally, I will speak about the huge impact that mass communication has had on my culture. Both of my parents are from El Salvador, which is a developing country that has large amounts of poverty. So when they left El Salvador to come to America, there was no such thing as Facebook or FaceTime or anything like that. So the last time that they saw their loved ones back home would have been the last times that they would have seen them. But thankfully, with all these great inventions, they're able to keep in touch with the people that they had to leave behind, with the family that they had to leave behind. I have an older half brother that lives in El Salvador, and throughout my entire life, I've seen my parents keep in touch with him and help him out, and whenever he's needed it, and that has not only been limited to him. A lot of my family back from El Salvador will ask my mom and dad for help by sending them money, and it's always good to help out people, and it's always good to help out people in need, especially if they're family. But one disadvantage about this is that every time you get a phone call or a text message from somebody back home, it is more than likely going to be them asking to send the money. And through years and years and years of this, it kind of gets old and sometimes doesn't make them feel too good. I've been able to tell you about the importance of culture and the influence that they've had with nonverbal communication and mass communication. As we learn to communicate better with different cultures, or as we learn to get a better understanding of different cultures, we're able to see that we can not only communicate better, but we can also relate more to one another, and that is a good thing.